Well, what is going on, everybody? It's a new day and it's a tournament in Illuvium Overworld, and it's gonna be the first day of the tournament, which is gonna be a tier 3 run, and we're gonna capture as many Illuvials as possible. There's no time limit, there's no other thing than capturing as many Illuvials as possible, and the rarer they are, the better. So let's not miss our shot right here. I think we got it. It was a one-tap half shot. Pretty sure. There we go. And we're also not gonna scan. We optimized into just encountering fights. So 250 energy is all we need to encounter a fight, which gives us 20 encounters. And that's gonna be a lot of Illuvials. Let's see if we run out of shards. I stacked up a lot of shards. But that's gonna be 20 encounters. We're gonna catch like around 3 at average per encounter. So that could be 60 Illuvials. That would be insane. I don't think we'll get 60 Illuvials. We also didn't upgrade our team, so if we encounter something really crazy like this, for example, getting a Flare and a Fury in our first encounter, that's pretty sick. But if we get something like a tier 5 stage 3 Illuvial, it's gonna be kinda hard to counter it because we brought a lot of low cost units. Because usually we don't really need the high cost units. But we'll see, and we're around 100 energy, we are around 100 stability, and that's kind of what we're aiming for. That's kind of the sweet spot I want to be aiming for. We're gonna focus the Tatopy first over here, because this is a Scion unit in the front line, so it's pretty much a free kill. And after that, everything else should be pretty easy. Alright, let's just roll it, see what happens. So as you can see, our Flare is still well alive, even though the enemy team is already decimated and only 2 enemy units left alive. This enemy Flare dies pretty fast too to our Berserkers. They're doing so much damage to tanks and just to everybody in general, I feel like. So now it's about capturing. So we don't have any more capture power or decreasing the chance of Illuvials to escape, so I hope we can still have a nice success rate on those captures. Let's go for this stage. Oh yeah, it's only a stage 4. I thought Fury was a stage 5. Anyway, stage 4 wants a stage tier 4 wants a tier 4 shard. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the tier 4 shard on it. Now it's all up to the Mozart, our envy. Well, that was fast. Damn it. If I had more tier... Like, it would be pretty easy if we stacked up like 50 tier 5 shards and could use the tier 5 shard on just every Illuvial. But since we haven't done that, we're just gonna keep using the same tier shards as the Illuvial. Damn it. We missed and it ran away. I'm used to run this stuff with the drone augment on capture power on the Mozart. So I'm not used to Mozart missing that much. Oh, I guess just gonna keep on doing what we're doing. Gotta pray. Yo, I'm really happy that this tournament is going on for 2 days, so tomorrow we're definitely gonna change up our augments. Maybe bring in capture power, so we don't have that many encounters, but we actually capture everything that we see. We just had our first encounter and we didn't catch a single Illuvial. And 2 tier 4 Illuvials just went through our hands. That's a little bit disappointing. Damn it. I really didn't expect this. Like the last few times we went on capture runs, we captured everything in the first try. That's crazy. Alrighty, maybe it was a fluke. Maybe we're gonna do better in the next one. But that would have been such a good start. Having 2 tier 4 units already in there, which gives basically like 4 times the points that a tier 1 Illuvial gives. It's all about rarity, basically. And, well... see what we got here. We got a lot of Lures. That's an earth encounter. A lot of Lures. We're just gonna go ahead and equip our sword, our armor, get the Ripplins on the field, bond those 2 units, and then we're gonna get 1-2 tanks on the field, like so, trying to stay above 100 stability, barely. And now we gotta focus the side where we can have the easiest kills, which is gonna be again the Tatapi here on the left side. Pretty smooth, I think, and we're just gonna roll it. If you stay around the 100 stability, you usually gonna have a good time. Except there is something crazy in the enemy team. Like a few times, a lot of lynxes in the enemy team kinda screwed me over because they can do so much damage. But we're good on this too. We're definitely gonna win this 2-2. And let's try to catch some Illuvials. What we can do is for lower stage, lower tier Illuvials, like tier 2 or whatever, we can still keep using the tier 4 shard because we got a lot of them. But since our first encounter went horribly wrong, we might want to save up those tier 4 shards and start over-investing our shards tomorrow and make it really count in the next run and make this kind of a practice round. Because it seems like we should have brought some different augments. We went for 60% reduction in encounter cost, but this lives blah. Was a long day. We had a couple of drinks. This leaves us with very low capture power and also a high chance of the Illuvials escaping. So anyway, this is a tier 3 unit, so we're gonna use a tier 3 shard, I believe. This one, we have a lot of them. We have 30 tier 3 shards, so yeah, we're not gonna waste any tier 4 shards. Maybe we're gonna start over-investing our shards later in the run once we figured out that we're actually doing a good score and capturing a lot of Illuvials. But it's definitely not looking like it. We're running out of stability as well. So we only have 62 left. It's gonna cost 40 because Lura, the unit, costs 40 to deploy. So we're gonna have one more try after this one. Just do it. God damn. What's going on? That's insane. Alrighty. I guess tomorrow we gotta go for like a little bit of capture. We gotta do the math on it. We gotta reduce the encounter cost a little bit to get down to 100. No, 500. Because it's a little bit over 500 usually. I think it's like 525. The cost to encounter. So we gotta get down to 500 to have an even number, to have 10 encounters, and then we gotta put everything in capture power. So we just capture everything on the spot. That's crazy. Second encounter and no Illuvial caught. Never seen that. I have not done any Illuvial capture runs without the capture power augment, so this is weird. This just feels wrong so far. I'm really glad this is a 2-day tournament, so we're actually chilling. We just can see this as a practice day, and tomorrow we're gonna kill it. I guess. Where are we going? Going there. We also went down a path. I haven't been a lot down this path. Let's go over here. Yeah, today was a long day. It was all day on the mountain teaching kids, and then after that the Lax Open was happening, which is a World Cup snowboard contest. And it was super cool. They cancelled the halfpipe and the slopestyle event and the contest, but it still put on a good show. Like all the riders still showed up and just were sending it down the halfpipe, and it's not human what they're doing. They're like flying out of this, I don't know, 10-meter halfpipe. They're flying another 10 meters up in the air. They're higher than like 2 houses stacked on each other. It's supernatural and really fun to watch. So what we got here? Can we finally catch an Illuvial? It's always really good to have those stage 2 Illuvials, because that's just gonna give us double the points by just capturing one of them. So if like a tier 1 stage 1 Illuvial gives us 1 point, a stage 2 tier 1 Illuvial is gonna give us 2 points. And we're not gonna need a lot. There's a Fernite, which is pretty sick. So let's try to focus the Fernite down first, because he can do a lot of damage. He stuns also with his ability. So we're gonna want to get rid of him really early on. Also the Lynx would be a good target. Actually, all of them are good targets. There are no tanks in the enemy team. So as long as we don't make the mistake and we're gonna bring some tanks, we should be good. Gonna put down our range a little bit in the back so she's not getting focused by anything. So give everybody enough space, and let's put in one more tank. And I don't see, we're gonna stay with 120 stability, a little bit over our sweet spot. Oh, where's Riplands going? That's why I wanted to keep a lot of space between them, because sometimes they end up blocking each other, and then this starts happening that one unit is just running somewhere where it's not supposed to be. But now the fight is very spread out. We're targeting a lot of different targets. The enemy is doing the same, but we have a lot of self-heal. If you look at, well, if we would have looked at healing done, our berserkers would have done a lot of healing. They're healing themselves so much. And even though the enemy had a lot of empaths, support units, they didn't heal a lot at all, because they couldn't even cast. They just got melted because they didn't have any tanks to protect them. So we're gonna go ahead and try to capture this Virtuous Lynx. Tier 2 shard for a tier 2 Illuvial. And pretty much this is becoming a test run. Like, this doesn't seem like it's gonna get us the high score at all, so we're not gonna try to waste any good shards. Oh, finally. Managed to capture something. It's great. Thank you. One in the pocket. We got here stage 4 Fernite. Tier 4 Fernite. And the tier 4 shard. Once again, to explain the tier and the stages, which I often have trouble to not mix up. The tier 0 to 5 is the rarity of something. And the stage 0 to 3, or actually stage 1 to 3, is the evolution of it. Like the stage, literally. So this Fern is rarity 4. It's a tier 4. It's a rare Illuvial. But this one is stage 1. Fernite's gonna be stage 2. Lace Knight is gonna be stage 3, tier 4 Illuvial. I mean, it makes a lot of sense once you got it, but it's still hard to differentiate about it when you're talking about it. Alright, next one, Vermilia. We're gonna go down from highest tier to lowest. That's the most valuable in this competition that Wildfire is hosting. Shout out to Wildfire, great guild. Thanks for doing this. First Overworld Tournament that I'm aware of. And it's just fun. Feels like finally there's something, like, you know, PvP, some greater goal behind it. Because so far it's only alpha and beta, so all of your progress is gonna be reset. So you're just practicing basically. And it's really hard for me to just play something for practice. I need ranking, I need PvP, I need progress. I know you guys feel the same. So we didn't catch a lot either. I think we're gonna try one more. We're really tired. I want to hit the pad too, and it's just not working out, I feel like. If we catch at least 3 Illuvials here, we're gonna keep going.
Here we go.
If it's 1 or 2 only, or 0, we're gonna call it a day. And just gonna try it tomorrow with better augments. Bring in some capture power. Less encounter cost reduction. Wow, that's a lot of enemies. Tier 4, so many Riptors. Or are they? Stage 3. Alrighty, so Bring in our second damage dealer, equip our stuff and our ranger. Bind those two bad boys, bring in our tanks. Bring in more tanks, bring in more tanks, so we still stay above 100 stability. I guess we could start playing it a little bit riskier just for the fun of it. Maybe like you, 125 left. Still pretty safe. Like 125 is still pretty safe. I got away with 160 at maximum, I think. Especially because the enemy has no tank, which is always a sign that they're kind of weak. They don't have any bulwarks in the enemy team. So that's a good sign for you. And you usually can play it a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more greedy. And don't need to invest so many good illuvials. Not like this, I'm really not worried too much about positioning. I'm just gonna position my ranger on one corner, a little bit in the back. So here, there is no way that anybody focuses her. And she's the most squishy, most damage dealing unit, so we wanna keep her safe. Riplan's right here, he can take a little bit more. He can be focused by this enemy Riptor and by the Archie. And then we're just gonna place our tanks down the line. They're gonna tank all those other units and we should be good. You can see Riptor is instantly dead. We'll see that our Riplan's right here, he's healing a lot, as you can see. Like all the damage that he tanked in the beginning, he's already healing against it. Keeps healing. He's being focused by so many units, he just out heals them. Such a good unit. One of my favorites for sure. And I know the community just loves Riplans. Such a cool character. Like the model looks so good and just the way he fights and how he's like a berserker. It's amazing. So, going down from the highest tier, Riptor with stage 3 right here. Gonna try to capture him. See if Mozart can stop plundering. We got 3 more tries. We can try to capture all the Riptors. We're doing good. And we keep going. Maybe we should keep going. I mean, that's the thing. I got way too downed. Like, it bothered me way too much that we didn't capture all the stuff that we wanted to capture. Even though that's my tactic. Like, we reduced encounter cost so much that we're gonna have 20 encounters at the cost of capturing less in those encounters. It's just a question, are we gonna capture more in 10 encounters with a lot of capture power, where we basically capture all the illuvials in there? Or are we gonna capture more on 20 tries, on 20 encounters, with missing a lot of those captures? And actually, once we start over-investing, like on shards, so if I start like just using tier 4 shards on this Riptor, my success rate is gonna go way up and we're still gonna have 20 encounters. So maybe I was throwing the towel a little bit too early and the tactic is still good. We just need to change our mindset. Like, probably we're just gonna capture every second illuvial, but because we got double the chances, double the encounters, it might actually be worth it. And the only way to find out is by trying, I guess. And so far, Mozart is doing really good. And as we said, if we're gonna keep catching at least 3 Riptors, 3 illuvials, we're gonna keep going. So let's keep going. We captured all the 3 Riptors first try. And now it's down to the Lynx. Stage 2 shard coming for him. I still want to use today's try as just an information gathering try. We're gonna see and try to find out everything we can about this run. And then tomorrow we're gonna come in with the perfect meta, the perfect strategy to capture them all. Which is kind of what we're doing right now. And if we keep going like this, even though we're trying to do better tomorrow, we still have a good run in the book. Just to have like a score on the leaderboards. There's just not a lot of people in this competition. It's like 17 people. So, yeah. It's not gonna be super hard to play Sai. Of course, you need a lot of luck. Like, this competition is based around of luck, but so is most of the not too competitive competitions. Like, it's a very casual competition, which is super fun. Like, you don't need to... I'm not so stressed out compared to the arena competitions where it's like live and head-to-head and one mistake and you're out. Like, here you're just chilling. Just capturing Illuvials, and don't capture one, there's always the next one. Going. Do our super improved God jump right here. Holding down W and forward at the same time, giving us double forward movement, and you can see it right here. You can fly across the whole freaking map. So 2 Illuvials right there, one is here, one is...
Got it.
Almost screwed this one up. Let's get in there.
Here we go.
I wonder if we can even find 20 encounters. I think so. I think there's like 30 or something, maybe more. But we're probably gonna discover all the map. Find them all. Alrighty, I'm not even looking at this. We're gonna bring a Riptor. Bond you 2. And then we're gonna fill up the board with tanks. This is a very straightforward tactic and it usually succeeds. Like, it has a super high success rate, I feel like. I don't feel the Axodon really. I don't know, I haven't looked at him too much, to be honest. Let's try him out here. 133. If Axon is carrying his weight, Axodon, then we will win this. Well, he got out 1 Omega, which kind of makes him worth already. But it was close of him just dying too early and not having any value at all. Compared to a Flare, which is like at least as tanky as him. Yeah, I have a little bit of lag spikes, I'm sorry for that, but I don't think it's gonna bother you too much. I've been playing around with DLSS mode. Let's try to turn it off and see if that's gonna happen. If that's gonna improve anything. Because I felt like putting DLSS on auto improves the image so much, but it didn't decrease the performance very much. So, Flare, second try. Will you please join my team? Tier 4 Shard or the Tier 4 Flare. Cost us 45 stability per try, so we got only 2 left actually. He ran away as well. Damn, we're having a hard time capturing those Tier 4s. Gonna keep on going with the Tier 3s. Let's just get the Vermilion right here. Straight up. That's why I got kind of concerned in the beginning, because every try that we did, they just failed instantly. One more try after this one. Looking good. One more phase to go. We got him. We got her. Sweet. Alright, who's gonna be the last one? Ripped right here. Come join the crew. Nope. I'm not impressed. It's kind of funny when it insta fails. Check out how many we got. I also want to see the rules of the competition real quick, just so we can add up the points. So just to show you the setup, Let's just count the tiers. So we got 4, 7, 10, 12, 15, 16, then another 2x2, so that's 4, 20 points. I think that's how they calculate it. And then in our augments, we got minus 30 encounter cost, and another minus 30 encounter cost. And I thought this would be by far the best choice, but now I realize it might be very close. I guess you just want to have the highest. Oh, that's really not the best time to be lagging right there. Oh, that was such a brutal lag spike. See what I mean? Like, since we turned this DLSS off, went kind of worse. So, not 100% sure what it does, but
Got it.
that's brutal. I'm throwing right here. I am throwing. We just lost 2 Illuviums. I mean, they're gonna. Oh, we didn't. We hit him. Oh. They're gonna respawn somewhere even if you miss them. So it's not the biggest of deals. It's, I guess you just lose a little bit of time.
Let's get started.
So they don't despawn forever. They just pop up somewhere else on the map. 20 encounters. That's crazy. So many. Like that. Let's do a little bit of fine tuning on the placement, and we should be good to go. Send it. There's a dash, which I'm really keen to capture because it's just like Umbre. I want to have that guy. We have a fair amount of dashes already, like 4 or 5, I guess. As you can see, even with 135 stability left, we are really dominating the enemy team.
You're too much of a waste for space.
Get that dash. Almost want to use the tier 5 shard for this guy. But we're gonna keep true to the tactic. Just use, not overinvest in the shards. Just use the same shards as the tier of the Illuvial. At least he didn't run away. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. Kinda jinxing myself here. Come on. Yes! And the other thing is, like, we're gonna get to exactly 0 stability. If we had 46 right here, we would actually be left with 1 stability, which gives us another try in capturing it. So that's a bit unlucky, and actually not really unlucky. I just didn't look at it, and I could have calculated more, and that's why I have a lot of low-cost Illuvials, because then you can really fine-tune your the units you play, so you get to the perfect amount of stability left. Yes, we got him. We didn't get a lot out of this encounter, but we got the 1 unit that I really wanted to get. We got the dash, which, by the way, looks kind of frightening on the lowest graphic settings. Can we actually see the change if we pull it up right here? Did it change? I think it didn't. Might not reload in here. But yeah, if you put the graphic settings to low, it looks kind of alright if you look at it from like a bird's eye perspective. But if you zoom in on the hair and everything, the grooming is really bad. which is where we get the resources back, which I like because I can run it on my laptop and don't need to get a high-end gaming machine to play Illuvium. And it's gonna get even better, performance and everything. So yeah, this is not a flaw, this is a feature. It is good that it looks bad close up because that's why we can actually play it on low-end machines. But if you turn it up, the grooming, it looks insane. You see every little hair strand, which is freaky. You see it for like 5 seconds until your computer burns down. Or you're flying. Another one. A lot of encounters here. Right, I want to do a little pit stop here, charge my energy, then get in a nice high safe position with a lot of energy, and we have a lot of time in, lagging out. Just gonna try that. Oh, very smooth. I've been playing with lags, like be it from my internet or from a shitty computer or whatever, all my life, and I've adapted to it. I play really good on like 200 ms in League of Legends, or like 500 ms, like half a second delay. I don't care. I got this. But lag spikes, that's what kills you. If it's all smooth and suddenly it spikes and it's lagging for a second, that keeps on going. That's kind of unplayable at one point. See a pattern there, right? Kind of keep doing the same thing and we kind of keep winning. I guess if we wanted to change something up, we would try to save more stability. Right now we're actually aiming at around 120 to be on the safe side. We could try to aim for 140, but oh wow, I didn't look at the enemy team. We got an Arcos and 2 Ferns, which is what? We'll see. Let's just we try to get more stability out of it. We'd have to sell 2 of the tanks and replace them with Axodon, which I feel will be so much weaker than we actually save in stability. So nah, let's not do it. What we could do though is downgrade the armor of our ranger, saving us 8 mastery points, getting us to 130, which is kind of an even number, which we try to avoid. But let's do it. This time though, before we're gonna capture something that brings us down to 100, we're just gonna try to capture something else that leaves us with a little bit stability, so we have more tries in capturing something. Easy peasy. I mean, we could have probably tried to get more mastery points left. As long as they don't have tanks, you can really go all out, I feel like. If you wanna find the best deck for your Illuvial capture run, I did a video about that. Just put in YouTube best deck Illuvium Overworld and you'll find it. Where are we gonna go first? I think the stage 2, that's a tier 1? Archie is a tier 1? Didn't know. Sorry guy. We're really gonna use a tier 1 shard? Feels, I don't know. That's gonna be our first overinvest. We're gonna use a tier 2 shard on this tier 1 Illuvial because it's a stage 2. So we're basically capturing 2 Illuvials in one, and I don't know, I just like Bulbasaur. I like this Archie guy. There we go. Yeah, tomorrow we're just gonna use tier 4 shards for everything, and we're gonna capture everything. And it's gonna be actually worth it having 20 encounters. And we're gonna post a good score today as well, I feel like. I don't want to jinx it, but we're doing good. We still have enough shards left for tomorrow. So, should be alright. How are we doing, Archie? Why is the sound gone? You still hear the sound? Alright, we got 45 left. Oh, did we screw it up already? Oh, we got down to 0 again. Starting failed. We didn't even see it fail. I felt a little bit buggy, the end of this encounter. Well, it is what it is. But if we were smart, which we are not anymore today, we would have not tried it again on the Fern, but tried on a like a 40 cost Illuvial, so we actually left with 5 stability after trying it, and then we could have still gone for the Fern encounter. So, is there any more Illuvials flying around here? That's my main question. Man, that's really good times. I hope they're not gonna fix it too fast, because this is too much fun. It's flying with such high speed area. Kinda hard to stay high up on there. This really shoots you just straight, really up anymore. Anything there? Get to the highest point fast as possible. Alright, good. Hello there. Sheesh. Way harder once you're like traveling at a high speed to slow down time, and this kind of screws with the bullet physics if you yourself are traveling at a high speed. I feel like the bullets also get accelerated, like they get additional speed as well. Kind of makes sense, right? Physics and stuff. If you shoot a bullet out of a train, does it fly faster than if you shoot it while standing? Probably. Flies the same speed, just plus the train speed. It's the same like if I throw a ball while sitting in a car. Just looks like I'm throwing it at the same speed, but actually it's, you look at it from an outside perspective, it's traveling at the speed of the car plus my throwing speed. That's some Einstein rule, I think. There's some... Is it the relativity? Rule of relativity or whatever you say it, call it, from Einstein? Like it always depends from which perspective you look at it. If you look at it from being inside the train or look at it from being outside the train. Relative to that, I think that's it. I think my primary school, or I don't know which school it is, teacher would be very proud of me right now. So, that's a little bit low stability, so we have to sell something. We're just gonna sell you. 129 looks pretty good. We could probably go lower. Let's... Would actually like to try to risk it. With 144. But the thing is, they have 2 Lynxes and 2 Riptor, which are both high damage units. And they also got a Kuka in the back. We can't focus the Kuka right away, and once the Kuka casts, he's gonna screw up one of our damage dealers if he casts on them. So I guess we're gonna play it a little bit more on the safe side. Should also position over to the Kuka, I feel like, and also focus the Lynx first in at the same time. So let's do that. Let's also get a better perspective here. I guess this is better in many ways. See how it goes. I just hope Kuka dies before he casts. Sir. Now it's smooth sailing from here on. just have to self-heal. Maybe I'm fast enough now. I would love to for the statistics to stay here. I really want to analyze my fights and see how much healing I did and everything. So I think that's a major problem in the current build of the beta and the alpha, like the arena beta and the overworld alpha, that the scoreboards are bugged. And yeah, it's pretty bad that you can't analyze with your scoreboards, because that's how you find out bugs and find out everything. Like, really nice to know how much damage your units did in the last team fight. But that's... we had it since like the last few builds in the arena, and this has been my one and only problem with the build, really. Takes a lot of quality of life in game away from me, I feel like. So let's get that Riptor. Yes, sir. Damn, we've been here for 41 minutes. By the way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good time. I'm enjoying this. I'm sure that tomorrow after a good night's sleep, I have to work tomorrow as well. It's gonna be like my 8th day in a row. It's kind of off season right now. There's no holidays, but I don't know. There's a lot of work going on, which is nice. Gotta save up some money so I can live rent-free in the summer. Basically working my ass off in winter while still having fun because I'm on the mountain. So I can live in the summer just having fun without working. And worry about the future later. Like, so many people already told me, man, you gotta plan for the future and da-da-da, and then after a while, a lot of people come back and they're like, oh, you're doing good, just do what you do, live today, live in the moment, live for the next year, just enjoy life, because everybody's so unsure what the future will bring, so I don't want to plan ahead for 20 years or something. Sounds kind of cliche, but I will let my future me handle that stuff. I'm sure he's gonna handle it good, and he's not gonna be too disappointed with his past self. Anyway, let's capture this Lynx. Yeah, but we might... misfortunate. We might have to cut this video and maybe do a part 2 or something. Because, yeah, at one point it's gonna get too long, I feel like. And also my computer keeps heating up. I don't want to have a lag fest at one point. I mean, it's still buttery smooth. Just has those lag spikes, which I find weird. It's not like constantly lagging, just sometimes. Okay, we're gonna keep going for now. We're not even at half energy though. That's insane. Like, I'm glad there is no... that time doesn't really matter. Because... I could spend... like, even if I do like a fast run, it would take me at least an hour. Probably more.
Gotcha.
Back there, I think. Nope, just a plant. Well done that the plant have the same color than the encounters.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do this our last, make this our last encounter. I don't want to stop though. I gotta finish it. I can't. It's too good of a run to just throw away. I'm sure we can do a better one tomorrow, but I still want to see how many points we can get out of this one. So we're getting the Riptor wrist down, we're gonna bond them, we're gonna slap a tank on there, and that's gonna be it. Not gonna do any positioning because this enemy team is just too weak. Actually closer than I thought. Would have been such a classic Jinx. Oh, this enemy team is so weak. And you get knocked over. Good, we have a lot of stability left. Enough to catch this beautiful dash and probably this stage 2 links. Those are my 2 goals for this encounter. Come on, Mozart. Right, shut up. I'll let you do your work. I'm not saying anything. Every time I try to cheer him on or something, or do a little pep talk, he's just throwing away straight up. Oh, that's amazing. We got that adrenaline feeling back that we had at the beginning of Illuvium Overworld. Because now it kind of feels like it matters again. Really matters if I capture this or don't capture it. Gonna overinvest. I think that's gonna be a nice rule for this run, to just overinvest 1 tier on your shard if there is a stage 2, stage 3 or something. Got him. I think the last time we did because we have done this before, just not with the purpose of like doing it really good. We just did it casually to try to catch the most Illuvials possible. I think we managed to get 26 if I recall right. Remember something with 26 different Illuvials. Like I didn't look at the tiers and the stages and everything. Should have a screenshot somewhere. So far we have 6, 12, 13. We're halfway there and we're almost at half energy. Yeah, I'm definitely have to compare this run to my other runs where I did not, where I had different augments on my drone to kind of have a little bit of a statistic going on with myself. See which was better, just in a few tries. Think like a combination could be. Definitely want to reduce the encounter cost by somewhat, maybe to get to 500. To get to another nice number that is dividable, or that 5,000 is dividable from. You know what I mean? You startup calculator. 5,000 divided by 400, 12.5. 12.5 encounters, that's not good. No, you don't want to miss out on half an encounter. So if we go 5,000 divided by, I don't know, 550? 450? That's 11.1. That's pretty good. So yeah, would be nice to find like a sweet spot with counter cost, and also keep maxing out capture power. I feel like if you max out capture power, you kind of can. You don't need really to max out chance of Illuvial escape. I just want to capture them, right? We're going quantity over quality right here. We just want to capture as many as possible. So I think we want to max out capture power. That would be my other technique, my other tactic that I would try. Probably tomorrow. Wow. We're already at only 100 stability left. Let's look at the enemy team. 2 damage dealers, 1 squishy damage dealer who will die very fast. If we get the enemies to focus both of our berserkers so they can actually heal against the damage they do, we should be good. Let's put our range on the outside here, tanking the Riptorus once he joins us. The Riptor. And our Ryplans right here is gonna tank those two guys. At least that's the theory. Of course, Ranger is way too fast, just runs ahead and now gets focused by two guys. I don't think she's gonna be able to out-heal herself forever, but probably for long enough. Look at this self-heal. Also gains a lot of attack speed if she drops below 50%, I believe. So, yeah. As long as she doesn't get focused too hard, she can actually heal herself against so much damage done from the enemies. There is a tier 4 burn. Gonna use that tier 4 shard. See how that goes. Pretty good. First try. Welcome to the team, buddy. And now we're gonna go for the Riptor. Like time-wise, going for capture power and just having 10 encounters, but capturing them all, a way better decision. So I think we're just gonna do that tomorrow anyway, just also for your enjoyment. Because it seems like we're gonna get her to around 26 again. Again, not counting the tiers and the stages here, but just the raw number. Is that what we did in our tries as well too? We tried to capture as many as possible and always the highest tiers. We didn't go for the lowest tiers just to increase our number. Like we obviously tried to capture the rare ones as much as possible. So it's kind of the same approach that we have today. Alrighty, we're closing in on 1 hour and we're gonna do one thing. If you're still here watching, I wanna ask you, right here, right you, specifically, if you wanna see part 2. I'm gonna cut it here, but I'm gonna keep recording the rest of the run. And if actually somebody made it to the end of the video and wants to see part 2, and wants to see how everything ends and how we're doing, let me know in the comments below. This is not for some YouTube algorithm or something. If you want to help the YouTube algorithm, you should be subscribed, but I'm sure you are. Probably like or whatever, I don't know. I should know. Anyway, if you want to see part 2, let me know. If not, we're just going to upload tomorrow the next run. And probably going to be double as fast because we're not going to have 20 encounters, but only 10. Thank you so much for tuning in, though. Have a wonderful evening. I see you tomorrow either way. Peace out.